Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile, playing in the Bestiary Flashback League as a solo self-found hardcore Necromancer. In between episodes I used my prophecy to 5-link my body armor, and now minion life is part of the setup. So my zombies used to have around 7200 life, they now gained 4000 extra life. A similar bonus also applies to my Spectre, so minions should be sturdier, should be stronger, should be better. And I hope that's gonna help. So as I said, I'm gonna run a Sulphur vents again, just to see if I can unlock some new maps. It's a new hour, so we have a new set of modifiers. So this could potentially be the same, but very, very different. So monsters have more life, can't be stunned. Increased accuracy rating, and my dodge chance is unlucky. I have no dodge, that's okay. I don't rely on evasion, so the accuracy is not that big a deal either. 80% more life means my minions have to work a little bit harder to take out the opposition. Let's see, what did we get? Rogue Exiles, Strong Boxes, Nemesis. Okay. Exiles, Strong Boxes and Nemesis, that's okay. So in terms of damage output, nothing has changed for this build, it's just that the minions are now sturdier. Oh, actually that's not entirely true. The damage output from my zombie Costa Cloud just went up by 50%, because of course they have more health now. That's the one detail that does matter. And as you probably noticed, I have been using my zombies as Costa Cloud a little bit more in the last couple of maps. So it's a resource, you simply use it. We get a Rogue Exile here on top of the Rogue Exiles from the map, that's gonna be lovely. Mirrored items, Firestorm, blah blah blah. Rares are gonna be more important, I suspect. Hello Tenemoga. I'll just armor up here, then it doesn't really matter what happens. Tenemoga is gone. And we get the Eye of the Dragon. Okay, Blessing of Elements and an Arid Lake drop. Reinforced steel, that's very helpful. More traps is more traps. Or nets. They're not traps, they're nets. I hear the fireball, but I don't see it. That worries me. Okay. Usually when you hear that whoosh sound, you get one of those fireball things from a volatile enemy, but if it doesn't seek me out, then that is odd. Very odd. Oh, you are Leo Furia Rogue Exile, and I hereby sentence you to die. This is more beastly, so let's throw a net. Oh. Soldier Gloves, Southbound. Cold damage added to attacks, percentage increase maximum life, cold rush, freeze duration of mole enemies. Your hits can only kill frozen enemies. And increase Herald of Ice damage. Funny. I don't think I've ever have found this one either. And look at that. Found ourselves a boss. So, boss arena. First we fight some more monsters and then we fight the boss. Definitely get quite some monster kills for your map price? Map money? I don't know. Not quite sure how to work that phrase into something relating to maps. Oh, stand still and die, you silly ghost. Thank you. And there we are. You shoot that way. I'll just put some corpses underneath you. Oh, I got stoned. Well, not the object of your focus, but still. Gorgon does decent chunks of damage if you let it. And in the end, it bit the dust. So just continue exploring this little area, clear out all the inhabitants. Oh wait, you are Rogue Exile. That explains why you took a little bit longer to die. Got a slightly better health pool. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Sound of currency dropping. It's not that I don't appreciate it, but it's a little odd when it happens without you doing anything. Ooh. Ashen Woods, tier 6. That's our first rare map, or yellow map. I remember once having to do a Zana mission on the Ashen Wood. And it was a timed one, and I don't think I was playing a build that was really tanky. So I just ended up running around like a headless chicken there. Just trying to just touch all the standing stones in time. And it was rather frantic. But it was fun. I think I actually survived it. It's not one of those things that Zana missions They definitely make you do things you normally wouldn't do because there's a time pressure and you just don't want to lose the rewards, or no, you want to get the Zana experience. Well, maybe I shouldn't have jumped in there. Accidental left mouse click. So a lot of lightning coming down from the skies. But in the end, there is no more. Strongbox, another opportunity for maps, +5 chest level. No maps come out of it, so that's too bad. But if it had dropped as if it were a very high tier map. Okay, that's a little too much damage there. Definitely noticed that enemy damage, it starts to spike. And now my health pool is not very large. Well, once the energy shield is gone, it's only 3000 health. Then another Rogue Exile. And another iceberg map. There are worse things in the world than iceberg maps. 3 mobs remaining. Little corner over there. Might be lucky that it actually is here. Well, was not that, but strongboxes. Those are good. Ignites me, I don't think I like that. Caster clouds, nope. Magic monsters, yep. That's another chance for map drops. And as magic monsters, they can actually drop +1. Sulphur vents, that is the same map again, but now with quality. Okay, and those last 3, I'm just gonna declare those lucky duckies and move out of there. So for just a single map run, coming back with 5 maps, not a bad haul. So got myself a tier 2 map, a tier 1 map, a tier 5, a tier 3 and a tier 6. Well, actually that tier 6 is gonna go with me now. Just to really ratchet things up a little bit, let's just put max quality on it and then rarefy it. Monster variety, monster life, reduced flask charges and reduced recovery of life and energy shield. I think I could possibly do it, but there's now so much time pressure, I'd rather not want to take the time to go through it really slowly. And I don't know what the legacy or the flashback mods are gonna be, so let's try something else. Monsters avoid elemental ailments, no problem. Monsters deal a lot of extra damage as cold, that's gonna be dangerous. Less effective curses on monsters, that's gonna impact my enfeeble aura. Point blank and less area of effect. Okay, let's try this one. Upside, the quantity of this one is even higher as well. So, how was I with my Chaos Orbs? Got 5 of them. Let's do something totally silly. Let's also add Bloodlines to it. So that is more magic monsters and therefore more chances of map drops. Just really just walking on my toes here, trying to sustain whatever semblance of a mapping pool this is. What do we get? Rogue Exiles, Strong Boxes, and Invasion Bosses. And then of course the Bloodlines we added. Over 100% quantity. And 24% pack size. That should be pretty good. Should be pretty good. Also, Kati Bone Shaper has the potential to hit like a ton of bricks. Actually, not even a potential. It hit like a ton of bricks since I lost half of my normal amount of zombies. Well, keep in mind, oh, it is a tier 6 map Osakati with 84% increased elemental damage. I mean, it hits hard, and now it just hits even harder. Okay, got a little bit separated here.
God bless you on this fine day, Exile.
That's fine. So we got some teleport means. Hey, Barrows, that's tier 5. Not one of my favorites, but it's a tier 5 map, so there's that. Okay, got okay, there's some stuff over to the side here. Let's clear that before we wake up whatever is in the Elbrion totem things. Okay. So far, doing pretty well. Just pushing in, slowly just taking over the map. Let's not push too far, otherwise I just completely lose Elbrion out of sight. Oh, feed souls to the relic. That's only 550 kills. That is easy. Also known as the just hold the right mouse button until it's over quest. Got some necromancers. And there we are, 50. And not a single map. The chance of getting maps from them is small though. If you even have the chance. Okay, there's a lot of enemies here. Let's just make a small step backwards. Let the minions do the tanking. Infested Earth, Horjaws, something. Yo.
Survivor,
Gotcha.
you are well prepared for the end. This is a fine capture.
Okay. Let's just put up some tanking here. Let's get out of the lovely little red circles on the floor. They are not a marker to show you where you should stand. Far from it. Dischargers. Okay, got a little bit of a bottleneck here. That's good against melee enemies. It's also good against my melee minions, I suppose. Can I put some... Yeah. I can put some minions in there and just blow them up. And the entire gang is still together. Happy, joy. So the boss is a archer with a fire themed iceberg. There's some bunch of fire themed arrow attacks. Usually you know it when you run into him. It's also near the opposite side of where you start, is roughly where he is. I think we came from the top, and so if we are at the bottom, then that's gonna be bumping into the edge here, so chances are we're very close. I can walk into the boss anytime now. Question, snake or fake snake? Fake snake. This is constructs. Raised zombie? Wait, what? Rogue exiles? It's either rogue exile or an invader boss. But there's usually not a lot of things that summon things in the wild. Okay, so I mentioned fire things. Well, I think we found the boss. Bosses like these also tend to do very, very poorly. Oh, and then we get done by 2 rogue exile on top of that. So let's just regroup a little bit, get myself some more zombies, murder you, wonderful. And then Lord of the Ashen Arrow. Yeah, you're dying. Thank you, my minions. You did good here. You did very good. Also, I think I need more minions. Or need to refresh my minions. And this is despite the minions now having 50% more life. Or over 50% more life. A lot more life. They still die. But of course the payback is sweet. Woo. Yeah, dischargers. They are not the loveliest bunch in the world. They hurt. Okay, let's just clear out the bits I haven't done yet. Oh, Void Spawn of Abaxov. There is an achievement for that line of bloodlines, so I'm very happy for clearing that. And that gets me another one done. Bamef, haha! Got a demon after all. I think Bamef has now been the most common demon I've seen in the Flashback League. I think I've seen him like 4 times now. Yeah, once this episode, twice in the 2 episodes ago now, or previous one. Well, the one with the, no, 2 episodes ago, there was one with the iceberg. Yeah, that was 2 episodes ago. And I think somewhere earlier in the league we also saw him. Additional rare, random curse, sure, we can fix that. Oh, it's a rare item, not a rare monster. Boo hiss. What's in the box? Nothing truly exciting. Random curse again. And there we are.
Immense power.
We got a gambler card. And 2 more monsters remain, so that is the time to call it a day. Let's see, maps. So we got barrows, we got sulphur vents, we got iceberg, barrows, and lava chamber. So tier 7 going up in the world. And once again, to just reiterate, I realize I am pushing incredibly aggressively here with the maps. But no, it's the last evening of the league. Time for something fun, time to just see what we can do and just push really aggressively here. So what do we get? Burning ground, many totems, nemesis, and less area. That's okay. The many totems, gotta be a little bit careful for it, but I think it's gonna be right. The detonate dead is no longer as merciless as it used to be. Burning ground, totems. Okay, spirits is a flashback mod, bridges is flashback, and abyss is flashback. Okay, I remember this map. I think I got shotgunned by some kind of obscure monster in the regular Bestiary League. The character I think I ran into this one as well as a Zana map, and I got totally shotgunned by a pack of monsters that normally don't appear in that large quantity. Another Ashen woods, that's good. So if I don't get myself a tier 7 or 8 map, then at least I can go back to tier 6. See, some totems. Ice Nova totem is relatively docile. What's in the box? Additional socket and a rogue exile. That's a nice one. So let's just get some ravens in the air. So step aside, totem up. Actually, it's a little too crowded for my taste. Let's just take a small step backwards here. Ulysses Morvant. And I got some mesh boots. What's on the boots? Wake of Destruction. Lightning damage to attacks. Life on kill. Bit of movement speed and monsters hits cost monsters to flee. Still got a full complement of minions. Also this looks like the way forward. That looks like a bit of a side room, so I'm actually just backtracking a little bit in order to have a full clear here. Hello there, Borping Totem. Yeah, as I expected. Oh wow, there's a pack hiding in the dark. And back to where I last branched off from. Oh, hello there, bulls. Let's just armor up a little bit. Okay, burning ground. Maybe I should not be standing on top of it. Hey, this was the new and improved burning ground, wasn't it? The one that had hardly any performance impact. Just glancing over at the CPU monitor. It's just 70% CPU, 66% GPU, but that's not bad. Okay, slow and steady. Bringer of Bones. You can be captured. You have been captured.
I now will take it.
Okay. One of the upsides of being a summoner is you don't have to stand in the burning ground yourself when the fighting happens. And your minions don't really matter because they actually have plenty of life regeneration. Arrived enforcers, Arrived enforcers. You can take them. Oh, porcupines. That's a different kind of worms. I'm just gonna take a step backwards and just sip my flasks. Wait, the yellow beastie is actually a porcupine. Where's the beastie? Oh, come on. There. Hexfont. Okay, let's not be cursed. And it's a speedy git. Yeah, this is totally fine. If you're just too busy zipping around, I'm just gonna turn this entire place into one big caustic cloud. And then we throw a net and then wrap you up. Thank you.
You are well prepared for the end.
That one
It's
was
a fine capture.
sturdy, tough. Let's just open the door after you're done charging. Yes, like that. And of course, a battalion of ranged minions definitely helps. There's an abyss up ahead.
An orb of immense power.
Knowing how dangerous the underground abyss area can be, and actually really wanting to run that Malkun map, I think if the abyss turns out to have an abyssal depths, I think I'm actually gonna skip it in favor of just potentially staying alive for the Malkun run. Because I would feel sad if I did die in the abyssal depths with a unique map in my stash that I could have run instead. Of course, I still actually have to complete the abyss. Just liberally re-summoning my zombies here to get some nice caustic effects here. There's enough stuff being summoned that I have no idea whether the abyss is even still here. Hello, goodbye. Minions, please, take out this trash. Thank you. I don't think it moved on, so did it just close up here? Oh. As I said, I'm not too upset about that. +50 mobs remaining still. Ghosty and some interesting navigational challenges. Considering the floor is filled with lava. Oh, seriously, Ghost, make up your mind. It got away.
An orb of immense power.
Another beastie. Ah, porcupine. And a level up. The energy shield was the toughest bit about it, so shield is up, net is up, and it actually chewed through the net. That is a little unfortunate. I was too late with being, or I couldn't actually throw a net again because it was still enraged. Okay, life upgrades, that is where I'm at now. Timing is pretty good as well. So I think maybe one more level, probably gonna be doable. Ooh. Bridge. This map is quite a bit larger than I had expected it to be. Just doing a little bit of a clear around the breach before actually opening it. Though with all the fences, I think this might be a interesting navigational situation. Also, this room looks specific enough that it might be a boss room of sorts. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, as I can't actually recall the specific fight here. No, it's just a pretty room. Okay. Picked another yellow beast. Oh, it's a fighting pool. Okay. Going down, relatively steady, relatively steady. Okay, let's throw the net. And I have it.
You are
Wonderful.
well prepared for the end. This is a
Ah, there's the boss room. Or is this just the fire fury? That's... Or the fire merveil thing. Detonates corpses. That's... Happy fun times. Okay, now let's head back to the breach. Let's not trigger it just yet. Clear the other side out as well. Oh, there's not too much here. That is good. Good. You have a very sickly aura. That is... Enemies take chaos damage. I'm not a big fan of chaos damage. Oh, I'm a big fan of chaos damage, but not of taking chaos damage. Let's phrase that correctly. And you know what? I'm actually gonna empty my pockets before doing this one. Just so there's nothing gonna be in my way when picking up splinters or whatever. Because I know that will distract me if it doesn't work the way it should. So Ashen Wood, Relic Chamber and Relic Chamber. Oh, this is actually... oh, we already unlocked it, that's why. Okay, bridge. Put some corpses down. Refresh all the things and go. Okay, I see. Do I see lightning? Or is that not lightning? Okay, let's just hide items for now, because there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, this is tool. There's just too much frost stuff going on. I'm just taking a step back here. Resummoning a bunch of zombies. Shroudwalkers just randomly teleporting here.
chaos orb.
Okay. Considering flaying on burning ground here on a relatively high tier map, tier 7 this. Not too bad. Had made a tactical retreat, but I think it was a very graceful tactical retreat. And also the correct choice, because it was very busy in here and my minions, they did die and I did not, so that is good. Well, the zombies, so they took the brunt of the attack. So let's clear out the last edge cases of rooms here. And then we go into the boss room. Were there any boss specific? Let's actually check that once we're done with the fighting. Ooh. Open space, and my Spectres are using that to just snipe enemies. I like it. And we got it. Okay, so any mods are specific for the boss? No, nothing specific for the boss. That is good. This one, oh, this map really does look good. So this should be the, well, just calling it Fire Fury. I don't think that was the actual name. The Fire Merveil with the, that's very fond of healing in lava. Oh, and then of course we get greeted by a bunch of cold enemies, because that's very appropriate for a lava chamber. Okay, let's teleport onto you here, so if you hit me, my minions will just follow, and she ported, but not into the lava. That is actually a good. Okay, she ported that direction, again not into the lava, that is good. I think there was an achievement for killing this one without having it heal in the lava. And there we go. So no monsters remain, so that's a full clear. That's pretty good in my book. It's a bit of an extended length episode, but I think for doing a high tier map that was pretty darn nice. Even got some splinters. I'm very happy with that. So yep, I think this is gonna be the last map I'll run tonight. I mean, it's 20 to 10. Should be good. Actually ending this episode. Next episode is gonna be a unique map run. For now, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you again next episode. Bye bye.